afternoon, guys, and happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces. So I've got a grocery haul for you guys from Tony's and Caputo's, place that I have not been to since before Christmas. I didn't actually go. My dad stopped on his way home from work, and we were able to get pretty much everything except for the bacon. It was $1.99 after coupon at Tony's. It was a limit of 5. They only had, I think my dad said, 2 packages left, but like the other package he said looked really weird, so like the bacon looked weird. He was like, I just picked up 1. But I actually I had 2 on the list. I wasn't gonna get 5 of them, but either way they only had 1 left really anyway, so we just ended up picking up the 1. Other than that, pretty much everything worked out. However, my dad picked up 15 Powerades because of the sale that was also going on at Tony's. You had to buy 15 in order to use the coupon. I think it was a limit of 4 coupons though. So you could buy 60 Powerades if you wanted to at 79 cents each. That's a really good price. However, my dad gets up there, he, goes through checkout, everything like that. They ring up and everything. However, they only rung up 14 of them. So the coupon didn't come off. Although my dad bought 15. There's 15 on the kitchen table. He ended up going back to the customer service and was like, look, I bought 15. They only charged me for 14, which obviously is a problem. Sometimes you'd be like, oh wow, like, again, they didn't charge me for one of them, like it would be almost like a good thing. You get charged less for an item or something like that, but it's a bad thing when you're expecting the coupon to work out in that case. So the coupon didn't end up taking off, so my dad went up there and was like, hey look, I bought 15. They only charged me for 14 of them, and because they only charged me for 14, then my coupon didn't come off. So he was able to get that all sorted out and everything, and the difference, so I have that written down for what we ended up paying and like saved and everything. And then he also found the Freebie Friday as well, and I will share the deals that they had going on at both of those stores with you guys for today. So first off, these items on the kitchen table here are what my dad ended up picking up from Tony's, and it was $31.21. The coupon savings was $24.27, which is really good. That's almost a 50% savings. I told my dad it was going to be around $35, and then again too, he gets up there and he pays $40. He was like, something didn't work right. So he reads down the thing and he goes, oh, I noticed that they're only charged me for 14 of the Powerades. That's when we went up to the customer service. Like, he called me and was like, why isn't this right? And I'm thinking too, I was like, I knew he had told me about the bacon, that he was only getting 1 instead of 2, because a few of the items like the Eggos and the Pringles, you have to buy 2 to get them at that price with the coupon. With the bacon you didn't, but he thought that maybe you did, so he was like, do I need to get 2 or can I just get 1? And I was like, yeah, you can just get 1 if that's all they have left. And so he ended up again picking up just the 1, but he called me, and then he called me again, being like, it's $40 instead of like around 35. And that's when I was like, okay, yeah, something wasn't right. So he looked at the receipt and he was like, it looks like the Powerade coupon didn't come off. And then he reads and he looks and he goes, there's only 14 Powerades that rang up. So again, he got it all handled and sorted out and everything like that. But still, that's even to comparing the just coupon price and not the sale prices. So like, for example, some of the items might retail at a higher cost regularly. Just one quick example, the Pringles, those are on sale for $2, but there's $1 off of 2 coupons, so that makes them $3 for 2. You do have to again buy 2 to get them at that price, but they only end up being again $1.50. And again, they might retail at a higher price, like maybe $2.99. So the savings might actually be higher than just what is marked down to. And then in addition to that, the coupon, the only savings that I end up seeing on the receipts from Tony's is just the coupon savings. So that was one of the deals, was on the Pringles. Again, they're on sale for $4, and then there's $1 off 2 coupons, so they're 3 for 2. Again, a limit of 1 with that digital coupon. The Eggo waffles are $1.99 when you buy 2 with that digital coupon as well. I think a limit of 2. So those again too only end up being at $1.99, which we have been trying to get waffles at Aldi for a few weeks now, and they've been out. So the fact that they had them and we were able to get the actual Eggo brand from Tony's for the same price, or I think cheaper than Aldi's price, is a really good deal. They also had these little apple pies, which was the Freebie Friday. I think it's 69 cents, but they're completely free after that with that coupon. I think the coupon's available Friday and Saturday. And again too, you can use those, clip them, make it completely free. The I think it was either Oscar Mayer or the Kentucky Legend Bacon bacon was $1.99. Awesome price, guys. We just picked up some at Jewel for $2.99, I think, like 2 weeks ago, which is still a pretty good price, but $1.99 for bacon, awesome price. A limit of 5, I believe, with that digital coupon. Again, my dad said there was only 1 left. Also, with the deli meat, you guys can see on there, it's $6.99 per pound. It was $7.16. However, the coupon actually ends up making it $4.99 a pound. So it took off $2.08. So it was really closer to like a little over $5 since it was just a little bit over a pound for that. And that was also with a coupon. I don't know what the limit was on that. But I think it was maybe over 2 pounds or something. The avocados, the 5-count bags, those were on sale for $1.99, limit 2, no coupon. It was just regular sale price, but it is a limit of 2. So that did take off as well. And I ended up getting 10 avocados for under $4, which is amazing. And then I was explaining to you guys as well with the Powerades, those are 79 cents, which is awesome price for sports drinks. They end up being only when you buy 15. You have to buy 15 with that digital coupon. And it is a limit of 4 coupons. So like I said, you could buy up to 60 if you so wanted to. That is a lot of Powerade, but if you wanted to, I guess you could get them. And again, they are, you have to buy 15. If you buy less than that, the coupon will not come off. So make sure, again, too, whenever you guys are buying in those like multiples, you have to buy so many to get them at that price or whatever. Like that, those coupons say, you do need to make sure that you get it, all of them, and you do need to make sure that they ring up if, in case, you know, again, the cashier ends up accidentally not scanning it or whatever. So that was everything at Tony's. Over here at Caputo's, we ended up picking up these items, or my dad did. It was $11.76, and the savings was $12.99, which is awesome. And again, a handful of these things are things that we've been normally buying at Aldi, or we've been buying at Jewel because I haven't been shopping at these other stores. Like Caputo's is the best price for produce. When they have sales, their produce price is normally the cheapest that I can get. For example, the organic grape tomatoes, those were $1.50. Again, none of these were with a coupon or anything like that. That's just regular sale price. So at Jewel, I've been getting their grape tomatoes for $1.99, non-organic, and I had to use a coupon, and they're like been a limit of 2. With these, again, too, don't have to use a coupon, just regular sale price. They're 50 cents less, and they're organic. So that's why I love shopping at Caputo's. It's just like I said, we haven't been there much recently. Also, the green seedless grapes were on sale for $1.99. My mom had grapes on the list anyway. This isn't the best price. We got a little over 2 pounds, so it was $4.40. But we've been picking up grapes at Aldi because she's had them on the list almost most weeks. And normally they've been around $1.99 to like $2.50 per pound, I think. So it's right around the same price anyway at Aldi. They also had the plum tomatoes, which were on sale for 69 cents. Again, much cheaper than Aldi's price. I think theirs are normally around $1 per pound. We got a little over a pound for 86 cents. They also had the Granny Smith apples on sale for 99 cents. Again, cheaper than Aldi's, like pre-bag size even, and you know, like that, you know, like they sell them in like 3-pound bags, I think, and stuff like that. But the apples are normally a lot smaller in those pre-packaged ones, and Jack hates small apples for some reason. He like won't eat them. Like if we get a bag, he only likes the big, like not bagged kind, if that makes sense. But they were again 99 cents. We got a little over 2 pounds, so it was $2.30. And then they also had limes, which were on sale, $1 for 5, or like 20 cents each, which is again another pretty good price. I've been picking up limes in the pre-bag, you know, count at Aldi. Normally they have maybe around 5 to 8 to 10 for normally around $2+. So it's probably around maybe close to the same price. But again, too, that it's not that bad of a deal. But again, saving over 50% at Caputo's I think was pretty good. So in total for all these items, again, we were around $40 or so, a little bit over that, like under $45, I think was not too bad. Again, we did pick up some decent amount of produce. Ham is another thing too that we've been getting at Aldi because we haven't been getting it at any of these other stores. Like that's another thing too. Tony's a lot of times and Caputo's, they have really good prices on deli meats and also regular like fresh meat as well. Those are normally the places where I get those. Whenever they have extra sales like this, like general merchandise type stuff, that's always a bonus, but that's not normally what I go to those stores for. But again, when I can get a good deal on things like the produce and some of the meat stuff and stuff like that, those are just bonuses. I normally get that kind of deals, like those similar deals to that, like Jewel or Meijer and that kind of thing. But again, when they do have those, it's a bonus. It's just, that's normally what I go for, is more the produce stuff and the meats and cheeses and deli stuff and, you know, other fresh meat and stuff. They did have a decent amount of stuff on sale kind of this week because of the Super Bowl too, so that could have been another reason why, like the sports drinks and, like, you know, again, that kind of stuff. But like I said, all in all, they had some really good deals and some deals that were pretty worth, you know, going this week especially and picking up. And like I said, a lot of things that we've been noticing, we've been buying at like Aldi or having to pick up at like even a different grocery store because we haven't had them on sale at, you haven't been going to these stores to pick some of these sale items up that we normally get. Like I said, deli meat is something we buy every week. Normally we get grapes. A lot of times we've been getting like the tomatoes, apples, all that kind of stuff. And if we don't get a sale on those at the other grocery stores, we're picking up at Aldi. And a lot of times it's more money than, like I said, what I can get the sales for at these stores. So it was really nice to be back there and get some of those deals again at Tony's and Caputo's. But I am going to get this stuff done and then I gotta make dinner. So I thought I'd just share with you guys that haul for today and what those two stores had going on. Well guys, I'm gonna go take a shower and get to bed. I will have a grocery haul for you guys on Sunday, not tomorrow, on Sunday. Because of the Super Bowl, we figured we're gonna be gone like most of the day on Sunday anyway, so why not just like make the whole day a busy day and then get stuff done tomorrow. So I will see you guys though in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up.